Hello, wonderful bridge people. Eli Jolly here for another hand of the day. I was playing a club game with one of my favorite students here, Pink Irisher, and I opened one no trump on this hand. And we had a pedestrian auction to four hearts after going through Stamen. So right away, I know that we are in a normal contract. So most people are going to be here. So it's just a matter of playing the cards well. And let's see how I did. So there's lots of really subtle clues on this hand as to why I could have gotten it right. So let's see what's going on. So East leads the nine of diamonds. So when East leads the nine of diamonds here, I'm immediately looking at the diamond suit as to what's going on. So I think that they have a doubleton or singleton. Now, it's interesting to note that usually they're going to have a doubleton based on averages. They could have the 9-6 or the 9-5 here. So that's my initial read. It also wasn't a super fast lead, so it felt to me like they probably had a doubleton. Regardless, in this kind of hand, it seems to me that my best chance of making the contract is to set up my diamonds. I could try some sort of a cross ruff. That's potentially right. If the diamond split, I get 2 diamond tricks, 2 club tricks, 2 spade tricks. Is 6, and then maybe I could scramble four hearts tricks home. Trump a club in the dummy, and then hopefully I can manufacture something. Well, this is a good line, but it feels to me like the best thing to hope for here is 3-2 trumps, and maybe I lose two heart tricks and I lose a diamond trick. So that's what I'm going to play for in this hand. I win the ace of diamonds, and I start my plan. I'm just going to cross over to the club. And now the interesting thing happened when I played the heart. I was planning to play a heart to the 9. I had the entries, I think, to get back and forth and do what I needed to do to maybe catch East with the ace of hearts or the queen jack. But when they played the jack, I was kind of happy. I played the king, and then this happened. So what is going on this hand? Well, immediately I'm playing East for the ace. I don't think West would duck here with the ace. Seems odd if they did have like ace queen 8 to do that. They ace queen 8. Yeah, I don't know. It's possible, but I think they would probably take it. And here, if East had queen jack, I also think that West would have taken the trick here. So what is going on? Why is East playing the jack here? Were they really afraid of me playing the 9? Now, the holding that they should be afraid of me playing the 9 from is when they have like ace, queen, jack, 8. Now, East, I don't know this player from Adam. I've never played against them, but we played one other board and they seemed to be on top of it. They made a couple of nice plays. So I just felt like East made a play here from ace, queen, jack, 8. That was my initial read. So if that's the case, if I play a trump, which feels kind of natural because I want to get the trumps out, right? That was my plan. What they can do is they can play the ace of hearts, they can play the queen of hearts, and they can take my last trump out. And now all of a sudden, I'm kind of short on tricks. I can set up a diamond, but if they take my trumps and I win, I set up diamonds, assuming they do split 3-2, which they might not. At this point, when I think East has 4 hearts, I'm not sure if they do. Things could get really bad for me really fast. So what I decided to do to counter them is try, if I set up my diamonds first and then I go after trumps, I always have some kind of a recourse. So generally speaking, whenever you have trouble here in the trump suit, if you can set up your second suit, you can then attack it and make life difficult for them. So anyway, this was a tough hand. I literally spent probably 30 seconds to a minute after this trick just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I decided to go back to my hand and play a diamond. So if East had a singleton diamond, they would have to either trump, which would be good for me, or I could win the king and play a diamond, which I think would be would be fine. At least I would get the diamonds set up, I'd be closer to setting up my diamonds, which would be my plan, and I'd at least get to score my king of diamonds. So I play the king of clubs here, and I play a diamond, and East followed with the 5. Good. So I play my king. Now at this point, like I said, I wanted, if I can just get those diamonds set up, I have a counterplay to whatever they do. So I decided to play a diamond. West plays the queen, and East plays the jack of clubs. So that jack of clubs, boy, that looks like they started with 3 clubs. So is it really possible they started with 3 clubs, 2 diamonds, 4 hearts, and 4 spades? Absolutely. That's a reasonable thing to happen. I kind of got in my head after this play. I didn't want to make the really big play, which I kind of had to make here, which is to really go with my read, which is that they had 4. I started getting scared. Well, what if they don't have 4? What if they did have 3? And I played the 10 of hearts, and then all of a sudden I let one of, West's 8 of hearts score something horrible. So they played the club here, and I have a choice. If I play the 10 of hearts and East has the remaining hearts, then I can still make the hand. East can only make their 2 heart tricks that they're owed. But I wasn't up for the task. I didn't trust my initial read. I played a low heart. They trump with the 8. And now at this point, luckily for me, I can win the jack, I can play my trumps out, but they're going to get the ace of hearts in the end game here. So I went down 1. I give East big kudos for making this heart play. I was looking through the boards, and I thought, man, what a great play. A lot of people play the 8. If I stick in the 9 and West plays low, I just know what's happening, right? And then East is at some point going to get 2 heart tricks, and I think I can maneuver it. That being said, this was a really fascinating hand. There were lots of different lines. I didn't talk about all the possibilities. I mentioned a cross-ruffing line, but like I said, I went with my gut here, which was to draw trumps instead of diamonds. When I'm kind of in doubt, I draw trumps, and then I go after my second suit. That's usually the best line, especially when you have all these trumps, little baby missing trumps. You don't want to get crossed. You don't want to get over-ruffed, and then all of a sudden I've lost 3 or 4 heart tricks. So yeah, this was just a fascinating one. I hope this was instructive. It was a puzzle for me. I almost found the right play. If we go back here to the critical trick, which was them playing the 4. If you look here, my only play here is to play the 10 of hearts. If I play the 10 of hearts, let's just open up all the hands. If I play the 10 of hearts here, then they're a bit stuck. They can pitch or whatever. They can overruff. But if they overruff, then I can always get back, and now I have more trumps in the dummy than they do. The hand just plays great. It would have been a really great hand to make. Funny enough, most people didn't get this defense, so a lot of them made 4 hearts for like 50%. So that's just how it goes. So great play by East. Big kudos there. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And per usual, happy bridge. Bye.